when you look back at that, you're going, it just wasn't as smooth as it's been kind of, just kind of missed a thing here, and then we took some self-induced sacks, I call them sometimes, where it's like he had some chances to go, and he kind of ran into his own guy a little bit, and then we got a play-action sack, and then maybe missed a throw here or there, or maybe made a bad RPO decision, or whatever it was. So you don't know. I look back, I'm like, did we have too much in? I always think about that first. I'm like, did we have too many things in, or anything? How much was new? And there really wasn't that much new. Maybe some formational stuff. So kind of keep working through all that. So I kind of put on myself going, I gotta do something. Was he trying too hard and pressing Jalen? Potentially. It happens sometimes in moments like that, but still I gotta do a better job trying to get him back if that does happen. I felt good about the second quarter. I'm like, I think we got this thing kind of under control. He made some great scrambles. Daniel was running like really hard. And then it got to the third quarter, and we were, like I told somebody, I said people want to talk about like, oh, you're out of sync and all that stuff. I'm like, we had a 19 play drive, which is crazy. And I kind of felt like got back into it. Kind of, okay, here we go. And the first 6 games, I think, of the year, we scored every time in this third quarter, I think. And the last 2 we haven't. And those are kind of needed in that moment. We come out and we just missed E-Man for crazy thing about football is, like any sport, first third down, we call a play where I knew they were going to jump the tight end, so you're hoping to get backside. And he got right backside to E-Man and just missed that throw. If E-Man catches a 60-yard touchdown, now we're tied. We're probably not having this discussion. And we just missed it. I was going to go down and score, and then we turned the ball over, which is that's what's struggling. That's what the problem, a turnover, a sack, fumble, the drop, the snap, that's the kind of stuff that, I don't know. So you kind of look back and go, maybe, I don't know, was it too much? Whatever it was, we got to try to do. So I think maybe it was a little bit of different things I didn't think was going to affect them, and it did. You never know, unfortunately, until sometimes you see it out there. It goes. But I'll take full responsibility. That's me. In syncness, I'm like, out of syncness, I'm like, gosh, I felt like I got kind of back into it.
Do you feel like you've learned anything across these last 2 games about your offense?
I'm learning we're resilient, but then we can't, resilient off the bat. We got kind of punched in the last how you want to kind of got punched in the face the last 2 games off the bat. And all of a sudden we fight back and we're resilient. I know we scored early in this game, it's a little different deal, but we still got behind 21-7 and had that long 9-minute drive. And then, so I've learned, hey, we are resilient, we got fight in us. But then the second, how do you say it? It's like the second time we unfortunately aren't carrying that into the third, that keep that momentum going. We go back into all of a sudden we get down behind again, then we can't climb that mountain again. So that's what I'm learning. I learned that I love our resiliency. I just got to do a better job, calling plays, a better job, getting those guys to ride that wave a little longer and get us past that third quarter. Make sense? It's so weird to say. I'm like, gosh, we fight, and we're talking like, I think it's deflating a little bit where you fight back, and then all of a sudden you get back down. Like we got to get back in, now stay in it, and keep scoring. That's why I think the third quarter has been critical.
Having a kicker as good as Length has been this season, how does that kind of calculate into play calling and the way you go about things when, you're in that, basically midfield area?
Well, it's unique now. It's different now because like last year we're in field goal range, right? Mm-hmm. So in the back of your mind, like, hey, as long as we stay, it helps you just knowing as long as I stay forward, as long as we continue with the roll of 0, which we're struggling with right now, we can stay where we're at. The worst thing we're gonna get points. That's really that's a comfortable thing, especially when you're maybe in a bad position. Like we got some bad ones, but we got back into, hey, can we get 8 to 10 yards? Or knowing like, hey, if I can get, we're in 3rd and 20, so can we get 6 or 8 of these yards back? Maybe not get a first down, but can we give him a chance? I mean, that's just been really good. He's been awesome. He's a great kid too, man. But he is unbelievable right now. Keep that thing rolling, knock on wood. It's been a blast.
How prepared are these young tight ends to get more playing time now that Carson's...
Hopefully a lot, because it's coming. No, I'm joking. They're playing good. I think the way we practice, like I always tell you, is the way that has helped those guys. It helped Isaiah, it helps Cole. If something ever happens to JD, those guys are ready to go. Tight end the same way. We huddle so many things to practice throughout camp, and then even now we rotate kids so many times, those kids are ready to go. So you see it's coming. It's like, well, you never know. Just like you never know when the next receiver's got to step up. So I think all our guys positionally are tight end. Now you just seen our tight end. You saw Leighton more obviously, and Jaden stuck in there a little bit, and you keep working him through it because I think they get some. They're not stunned by the moment because they've had a lot of reps in them, so they're ready to go. So it's fun. I enjoy. You're disappointed with injuries. or whatever happens, but you're excited about the next kid, see what he does when he steps up.
You've been through so much with Jalen that you kind of know how he's going to react probably to most everything.
Yeah.
He put a lot on himself like he always does
Yeah.
after that one. What is your process in game especially when he's off a little inaccurate like he is to just get him back, keep him going?
No,
keep
it's a
him in
good
there?
point. It was easier, not easier. It was different when I was on the field.
Mhm.
Because you can, how this is talking to any, like when any situation you guys have been in, being able to see a kid like in his eyes is a lot, or seeing whoever you talk to, you can kind of feel it. So I don't get as much feel. So Eric's done a good job, Coach T has done a good job. Is he okay? I'll say something. Hey, chill. Hey, focus, refocus. Hey, don't need that. We're good. Don't do too much. Just stay in the, hey, rules zero. Try to stay positive all the time. And I'll go, hey, is he okay? Like, how's he looking?
Yeah.
I miss the looking part. I don't get to see that till halftime. Just the eyes. Sometimes Jason's the same way. Sometimes you got to see the eyes and go, okay, good. Or like, ooh, all right, let's do this. What do we got to do? And so on. So I think that's what's been good with Eric. Knowing him so well, taking a lot of time having him around has been good. But a lot of times it's just a talk with him, and then me just saying, "You good, man?" And he'll see him nod, or like, "Hey, just take it. Hey, next play, next focus, refocus a little bit." But and like I said, it's been good for the most part. This one just wasn't as couldn't get back into it for whatever reason.
Does not being able to see that make you think about going back down on the field?
No,
or-
it does. If in the perfect world you'd love to have both. It's just I just think I am so impressed watching NFL, this the college too, with NFL guys who can call it from the sideline with that novice, and they've done it for years. But it's really impressive because being able to have to now I know they're using wristbands more than they probably have in the past too, but being able to have that sheet right in front of you and like have all these, I have all these things going, contraptions going on, where it's just easier to kind of be, hey, I can see it. Hey, here you go, wristband 36 or whatever. So it makes me. I'll always miss it just because I'm kind of the personality of getting next to those guys to talk to them. But for us for me to have any chance to call a decent game or a great game, I got to be in the box.
How do you build out or layer kind of your offense over the course of a season where a run in week 2 becomes play action in week 4, becomes a screen in week 6, becomes a deep shot in week 8, and where are you guys kind of at in that process?
In terms of play wise,
in terms of like building out the playbook and everything over the course of the season.
we're good. Now, the thing is, we've had so much. The time you have now is summertime, springtime has helped. You get more time, I think. So I kind of build up pretty quick. And the way camp is now, you have practice and you have a walk. I think you get more in than you ever got. And sometimes the hardest part is going back to make sure you don't forget stuff to put it back in, and then see if anything jumps up. So I think in the process of that, I feel good. Now we just build off what we see. Sometimes, hey, that formation didn't use mine. Let's do this now. Let's do that. So I think we're in a really good spot with that. I'm excited about that part.
Hey Jim, Jalen said after the game that K-State showed things they really hadn't showed, or he maybe was even a little confused. Did you guys talk about that, or did you see
No,
that?
what they did a little bit, they showed a little less. They didn't pressure as much as I thought they would. When they did do some pressure, they did a good job with it. It wasn't like a unique deal. The one they got hit, the one pressure wasn't new. They did a good job twisting really quick on that 1 4th down. We had a chance to email was gonna be open. They did a little different twist to them, but coverage wise, they didn't. They played a little more off and soft or catch technique a little bit more than they had shown. I thought maybe potentially a little bit more man. And like I said, we had some unique formational stuff, so I think there's some different empty things they might have seen. That got them a little confused. Wasn't anything earth shattering, like, oh my gosh. Just made a little wrinkle, a little thing here and there they did, which was a good little change up, but nothing like, oh my gosh.
Oh,
think it's-
go ahead.
Yeah, I think it's one touchdown in the second half of the last 3 games combined.
Oh yeah.
What's led finding the end zone? What's made that such
I
a
don't know.
consistent
You got any
challenge?
ideas?
No, I'm not paid for that.
No, and I was thinking about that going, when I was thinking back to Missouri, go back to the beginning, I'm like, okay, we did this, scored a couple times against Missouri, and I was like, we did, all of a sudden Central Florida, weather got a little, we got stuck. With Central Florida, a little different beast, because you got stuck inside the 1 yard line twice, so it wasn't as, you're trying to get that. The Texas Tech, you can say, okay, we got stuck in 3rd and 1 twice. We got stuck with play action. You're like, okay, I was more frustrated. I've been more frustrated, believe it or not, frustrated with the 3rd quarter not getting that touchdown. We need to tie it up or get the lead. But the other thing I'm not disappointed with is then that 4th quarter, how we're doing nothing, legitimately. Even if you get behind, we'll get a first down or 2, and then we'll kind of sputter out. So that's what I've been working a lot on. Going, why not to get behind, but like, what we got to do to get back? Because we're still in games. We got to get enough. our defense has played well enough in those moments, and our offense has enough firepower. So that's the frustrating part for me, is trying to go back and go, okay, what am I calling or doing that's not helping us get that fourth quarter better? That's the thing I'm most frustrated, because even if you get behind, you still got a chance to get a touchdown and make it a 10 or 11 point game. Instead where it's like, and obviously getting behind the sticks has hurt. It really has. Even when I was going back to it's funny you said that, because I was going back to Central Florida game, and the first play of somewhere in that end of third quarter, early fourth, we get a first down, got momentum, could run the ball well, and all of a sudden we jumped offside or something. We went 1st and 15. And then after that, we then end up with 2. Don't get it. So sometimes that penalty, like this game, okay, hey, we're okay. And all of a sudden we drop a snap and end up in whatever land, just the uncomfortableness of that. So that's why I think it most is, I look at it more as, I'm gonna always take it on me, because I'm like, well, I need to call things, I need to get a better job, but then I'm like going, we're self-induced issues. Not something like, oh my God, they brought a new 8-man pressure, but it really is like, what is happening? Are we trying to, what is going on there? So I think, take a deep breath, let's go one play at a time, let's go back to basics, refocus, let's get the first down, let's do that. I think we'll be fine.
Jim, what have you seen from Oklahoma State defensively?
Really, their defense, since Clint's taken over, a little more man coverage stuff and pressure package. And they play hard, and they're good up front. Like they can run. They got good body types. They play a lot of people. He's done a good job rotating, and he's playing a little more like Texas Tech. They play a lot of man, but he's done a good job with his pressure packages. I think they've been on the field a lot, but they've done a really good job. You look back and really break the game down. They've done a good job defensively. They give a couple points here and there, but overall, like, there's some people that make some plays to get them. So I think he's got them playing really well. I really do.
Anything else, Coach Zebrowski? All right, thanks so much.